What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to go over my thoughts and opinions on what I believe will be the #1 Star Wars set retiring at the end of 2024. So I'll give my thoughts and opinions on this set, and I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts and opinions on my opinion, and I would love to hear what set you think will be the #1 set. And when I say the #1 set, I mean the most potential to earn money. We've got a few options. Some I think are really, really great, but others I think are pretty terrible. So I figure I'd make a video on this, and then I'll start pumping out some my top 5, top 10, you know. So comment down below. It will definitely help the channel, help the community, but let's dive into it. So right now, I think, the Tusken Raider is a solid set. The Mos Eisley Cantina is solid. Princess Leia Boushh helmet is solid. And the Clone Commander Cody helmet. The rest, I think there is some potential, but I just don't know if they're going to do better than the ones I just listed. Like the Yavin 4 Rebel Base, that one is flying under the radar. We haven't really seen a whole lot of sales on that. I think there's going to be a lot less inventory in this set, and there's a potential that could result in big money in retirement. But I am factoring money into my decision, so even if we got it on sale, we'd say like $130, that's still a bigger price than, say, a Brickhead set or a helmet. But then, who knows? Maybe the Stormtrooper mech could just shock a lot of people. There's rumors, well, I shouldn't say rumors. There's a lot of talk that people are building Stormtrooper mech armies, and that could drive a lot of growth and demand. But out of those three, I think the Boba Fett mech is going to be the winner. Anything Boba Fett just typically does really, really well. But then we've got the Mos Eisley Cantina. I mean, that one there's huge potential, but there's a big risk because, it's $300 or $400. Do I think there's money in it? Yes. Will it do better in regards to cost and profit? I don't know. I don't think so. But I think the Mos Eisley Cantina could shock a lot of people. Either it's going to do mediocre, where you earn $50, $100 if we're lucky, or it just remains stagnant just because it's been out for a while, a lot of people are investing in it, or it could just go absolutely berserk and hit $1,000. There's a lot of unknowns with that one. I think if they make more Mos Eisley smaller sets and you can build a larger set, it would really hurt this set, but I think I've got my choices. So after looking at the list, I'm probably going to say, and you probably already knew the answer when you clicked on this video because I love this set. I think the Princess Leia Boushh helmet will be the #1 set of 2024. And I really do think that there's a potential with the Mos Eisley Cantina. I think the Mos Eisley Cantina either is going to stay stagnant, you earn a few bucks on it, or it's going to go berserk and you'll earn $500. But I am factoring in the cost in this, and that's why I like the Princess Leia Boushh helmet. But then again, I also like the Tusken Raider. The Tusken Raider, I think, it's not a Jedi or a Sith where it's going to be insanely in demand, and I think that's where it's going to drive a lot of growth because people are overlooking the Tusken Raider. They're focusing on the big ones, and I think there's going to be a lot less inventory of this one out, and that could shock a lot of people. You might see this sell for $30, $40, $50 into retirement. And at a $10 purchase price, with the potential you can buy it for $8 when it's on sale, that's a grand slam when investing. So we are starting to see helmets really slow down. They're stagnating. They're just not growing. But I do think the Princess Leia Boushh helmet, if you get it on sale for $60, it will eventually hit $100 at minimum. I do think this could be potentially the #2 helmet of all time because a lot of people are hating on it. They're passing it up. And I think when it comes time, 3-4 years down the line, people are going to have to pick this up to complete a set. And it's a great entry point with a huge potential. But then the Tusken Raider, Brickheads are growing. And why do I love Brickheads? Because they're LEGO store exclusives most of the time. They're a great entry point, and they have a history of doing very, very well. And I think the Tusken Raider is in a solid theme, but it's also being overlooked and not as popular as the other ones, so I think that's going to help it in retirement. So really quick, let's take a look at how some previous helmets have done so we can kind of gauge. The biggest factors right now are the Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet. This one retailed for $69.99. A lot of you picked it up for $43, I myself included, and generally in the $50 range too, but it's got a value right now of $75.21. That's a solid profit if you bought it on a clearance. And then the Dark Trooper helmet was doing really, really great, but now we're starting to see it slow down. It retailed for $69.99, which I think I picked mine up for $54, and I think there was a small chance for $48. I would have to double check my videos and pricing, but you definitely could have picked it up on a sale for $60, and I think there was some chances for $55 and I think $48. But it's got a value right now of $79.55. And I think there's a great chance that the Princess Leia Bouche helmet is going to follow how the Dark Trooper helmet does initially for the first year or two, and then I think eventually the Princess Leia Bouche helmet is going to surpass the Dark Trooper helmet because there's going to be a lot less inventory than the Dark Trooper helmet. So yeah, that's why I like the Princess Leia Bouche helmet. I think there's a strong demand. Everyone is kind of completing their sets, but we're starting to see things slow down, like the Boba Fett helmet. This one's been $70 for a long time. It's been out forever. I love this helmet, the color, everything about it. But are we going to hit 80? I think we might max out at 80. I don't think we're ever going to hit $100. I wouldn't be surprised if we stay at 70 for another year or two. Now, I'm disregarding how, holidays that could help drive up the price, but generally I think it will even out again. And Boba Fett's been 70, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is where we end up at. This might be a 10-year type where we hit, an okay price, but those are just too long for me. And like the Scout Trooper helmet, this one is going up gradually. This one, I think people pick these up for $35. This is the ugliest helmet in the lineup. It's the worst helmet. And it's got a value right now of $74.15. So I think the Leia Bouche helmet looks amazing, and it's going to do very, very well. But since I did mention the Brickhead set, let's kind of take a look at some Brickheads so we can kind of see. Maybe this might change my mind. So this is the most popular recent one, the Ahsoka Tano, item number 40539. This one retailed for $9.99. It's got a value right now of $13.45. Slowly going up. A lot of people thought this would be at a value right now of $20, but the inventory was just massive, and investors really, really like this set. But we've got, Boba Fett, got a value right now of $70.85, Chewbacca, $56.10, Han Solo, which is a horrible set, $33.81, Kylo Ren, $26.11, Captain Phasma, $54.09, Stormtrooper, $51, Princess Leia, which is shocking. I would expect that one to be a little higher, $27.33, and then Rey, $16.14, and then Vader, $34. So there's a huge demand. When you're comparing the price, the Tusken Raider, I kind of want to almost throw it at number one. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to comment in the video like the Mos Eisley Cantina is going to destroy everything. And yeah, I think there's a good chance, but I think with the cost, I think it's just too risky. So I'm factoring in the cost, and that's why I'm not going to put it at number one. I think there's a greater chance to earn more money with these smaller sets. And typically I do not investing in cheap smaller sets, but Brickheads are an exception. They just have done very, very well. So really quick, let's take a look at how the Dark Trooper helmet has done, because I think, like I said, Princess Leia will follow it. So we got 86 plus 11 shipping, 90, 83 plus 15. That's really awesome. 66 with 12 bids, 84 plus 15 shipping. We're slowly getting up there to hitting the 100 with shipping. And I thought we would be there by now, but I think the economy is just getting worse and worse. We got the damage box for 70. And I've been selling a few of these for around 75. I sold one for 80. So I have earned profit with this helmet, and we got 90 here. So yeah, great pricing. I'm hoping we really see a spike come Christmas time. And then let's take a look at the Red 5 helmet. Let's see how this one's doing. 74.50, 62.95 plus 8 shipping, 61, 22 bids plus free shipping, 63. So this one isn't doing better. I think the Dark Trooper helmet is doing a little bit higher than Brick Economy, and Red 5 is doing a little bit lower. I know this one just went out of stock officially not that long ago, but we'll have to see if this one hits 100 before the Dark Trooper helmet. And then let's take a look at the Stormtrooper, because we got to look at that. 194, 151, 149, 169, 230 for both of these. Absolutely insane. Awesome pricing. And I'd love to know if you have any of these. Did you invest in the Red 5 Dark Trooper? And then let's take a look at how Boba Fett's doing. So we got 79 here, shocking, plus 15 shipping. 70 33 bids. That tells me strong demand there. $62.99, $69.95, $60, $70, $89.95, $69.99, $65. So coming in a little bit lower because you've got to factor in fees and shipping for a lot of these. And then let's take a look at Ahsoka Tano. $9.99, 2 bids, plus 21 shipping. That's insane. $12.99 plus 8 shipping, $14.99 plus 7 shipping, $18. That's really solid seeing the shipping. I think Ahsoka Tano could hit around 30 plus shipping real soon. Maybe mid next year, a little bit later, but Ahsoka Tano's doing pretty solid. And I kind of want to raise the Tusken Raider up, but I think with the demand of the helmets is stronger than the Brickheads, so I'm probably going to leave Princess Leia in there. So that's my opinions, and where do I think this set will go? I think minimum $100. I think it's going to take a very long time to hit that, but I think there is huge potential we could go beyond the $100 range. And at a purchase price of $60, that's what I buy all mine at. That's a pretty solid profit. So I want to hear your number one set. Which one do you think will earn the most money? And what set do you have faith in? Or, do you think it's just going to be the Yavin 4 Rebel base? I want to hear those thoughts and opinions. These types of videos I truly do appreciate and love hearing everyone's thoughts and opinions. I know a lot of people don't like the Leia Boushh helmet. I get that. I think it's a gamble. I'm definitely saying it is a risky investment, but I still think there's some definite profits that I can make, and I'm willing to take that risk in comparison to other ones. So I appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to everyone that comments and likes the video and watches the whole video. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. But as always, please do your own research, have some fun, make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.